Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on this upcoming transit of planet Mercury, which on August 30th will transit the sign of Leo. During this time, this transit of Mercury is very important because it is going to be getting conjunct with Sun and Ketu. And from August 30th till September 14th, Mercury is going to be transiting in the royal sign of Leo. Now guys, it becomes very important to understand that Mercury plays a very significant role in our daily life, because whenever I make any video on the weekly horoscope, I always give attention to the journey of the moon, any major important transition, is there a full moon, new moon happening in that week, and most importantly Mercury. All of our daily decision, short travels, our that important employment call, how your that meeting is going to be turning out, all of that is somehow gets governed by the planet Mercury. And guys, see, when we talk about the nodal axis, see, when Mercury is in any way, in any capacity, is making a combination with the Rahu, it can actually make someone genius, like super intelligent, and in certain cases a person can use its intelligence in order to take advantage of other people as well, like someone who will be very opportunistic. But when we talk about the combination of the Mercury and Ketu, see, if for a minute let's assume that Sun is not a part of that, so the influence of Mercury and Ketu generally in the classical books has been explained as the Jad Buddhi Yoga, like someone whose mind is not very active, because somehow Ketu cuts away the quick thinking. And in certain cases, people, like especially those children who have that problem of stammering while growing up or learning to talk, people who are not able to express themselves in any given situation, so that could be seen as a combination of the Mercury and Ketu. But if we have to take into consideration this short-term transit of Mercury from August 30th till September 14th, so beyond any doubt guys, whatsoever confusion this Rahu and Ketu axis would have created, whatsoever people would have been finding themselves like not being able to take right decision, because we cannot even overlook this fact that Mercury is now entering in the Leo. So first of all, it's in any day better than Mercury being in Cancer. And like the way there is dictum in Vedic astrology where we say that when a planet is heading towards its sign of exaltation, it is called as Ucharohi. So it is considered as a very dignified, very graceful placement. Like obviously all the qualities of the Leo, being very individualistic, being very original, being very royal, being very creative, you will definitely see that's how your communication style is going to be getting influenced during this time. So okay guys, generally when we talk about the remedial part for the Mercury, so like recitation of the Vishnu Sahasranam, visiting and praying to Lord Ganesha. In India we generally do this thing that on the Wednesday you can feed spinach to the cows. I used to give this remedy before, but somehow when I was in India, I was doing in-person consultation. There was one time a guy even called me, sir, you advised me that remedy for my business, that feed spinach to the cow. So what color cow? Okay, so if the cow is sitting, is it fine? So now I stopped giving that remedy, but I mean to say yes. So any of those remedies, like feeding spinach to the cow, or offering Durva, Modak to Lord Ganesha in Lord Ganesha's temple, Vishnu Sahasranam, Narayan Kvach, all these things can be considered. Okay guys, now we will briefly look at that based on all the rising signs, how it is going to be influencing you. So when we talk about the Aries Lagna natives, so guys, in your case now Mercury is going to be entering in your 5th house, getting conjunct with Sun and Ketu. So whatsoever confusion or misalignment so far Sun and Ketu would have created in your 5th house, in your romantic matters, in your commercial, speculative matters, if you are a student, in the matters of the academics and all, so over there you will definitely find a clarity. So in that regard, I'm not seeing it like a difficult transit. Like rather I would say in much and many ways it is going to be kind of a damage control which the combination of the Sun and Ketu might have created in your 5th house. So whether you are a student, whether you are a teacher, or you are a trainer, freelance person, you're working as a consultant, artist, creative person, so overall it's going to be much a sigh of relief. Again guys, moon is all about your emotions, 4th house is emotions, but when we talk about your thought process, so 5th house plays a very significant role over there. And Ketu conjunction with Sun might be good for the spirituality but not for the daily decision making. So yes, this combination and this entry of Mercury is going to be a sigh of relief, a good transit for the Aries Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna, so guys for the Taurus Lagna, like Mercury is now going to be entering in your like 4th house. So guys, Mercury is your 2nd and your 5th lord. So during this time, in lot many ways, like especially for those people, like see in terms of your academics, because 5th lord is 12th from it, so in terms of the academics not a very good sign. But when we talk about people who are connected with the politics, you're working as a freelance realtor and all, or you're planning any movement around your residential place and all, so for all those concerns this is going to be a good transit. But yes, when we talk about the matters of the academics purely, so over there you still have to wait for Mercury to enter your 5th house. But as if now guys, if I were to say, it is going to be much better for you. All those confusion, misunderstanding you might have been experiencing in your domestic life, the concerns of the insecurity and all, now there's going to be a sigh of relief over there. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini, so for you guys, Mercury is your ascendant lord and now it is going to be entering in your 3rd house. So guys, Mercury getting conjunct with Ketu and Sun in your 3rd house. So yes, in lot many ways, whatsoever misunderstanding this combination would have created for you, or in certain cases if you would have gotten into some sort of ego clashes with people around you, now this transit of Mercury will do the damage control for the Gemini Lagna. And again guys, it's the ascendant lord, your whole focus and your energy will go in the matters of the communication and for the camaraderie and some sort of like increase in the short travels and some sort of important work which has got stalled from the past couple of weeks. You will definitely see a rapid progress in all these areas. When we talk about the matters of the real estate and all, over there I would not give you a major kind of a go ahead, but yes, for people who are in, like you live as a tenant and you're planning to move from, or like planning to sign a lease and all, so all those decisions can be taken. But when we talk about like buying a new home or a mortgage plan and all, for that I would still say wait for Mercury to get exalted in the 4th house. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna, so guys for the Cancer Lagna, see you already have Sun and Ketu in your 2nd house. Now Mercury in your case becomes your 12th lord. So again, it's not becoming much better for you. See, especially when I talk about from the expenses point of view. So whatsoever you are experiencing right now in the matters of the family, finances and all, so it will intensify all those kind of experiences as well. Like many Cancer Lagna natives will find it difficult to save money. But one thing is for sure, that it will add a lot of substance and insight to your speech, or if there has been any major misunderstanding clashes in the family dynamics, Mercury will do the damage control over there. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna, so guys for the Leo Lagna, Mercury is going to be entering in your 1st house, so a very important sigh of relief. Whatsoever like Sun and Ketu would have created, Saturn in your 8th house, Mars would have created like conflict, clashes, being embroiled in any scandalous situation. So the transit of Mercury over here will actually do the damage control for you. So yes guys, for important commercial decision making, or let's say for example, because Mercury has been long transiting in your 12th house, the 2nd and the 11th lord. So if there have been some payments which have got blocked, opportunities which were blocked, you will see a sigh of relief over there. Now for the Virgo Lagna, so guys in your case, Mercury is going to be being your ascendant lord, going to be transiting in your 12th house during this time. If it is possible, avoid any travels. Like there is going to be some sort of, like, even if at work someone is, or your bosses and employees are forcing you to join somewhere else or go somewhere, because of the influence of the Ketu, it is going to be like the way we say that you find yourself being lost and do not have a clarity, finding yourself and feeling yourself like a stranger. So that is the kind of experiences many Virgo Lagna native will have during this time. So I would not recommend any sort of travels during this time. Along with that, guys, beyond any doubt, for any sadhana, it's going to be a good time. People who are like invested in the foreign trade or like import export nature of work might be slightly beneficial time for them, but connected to your work and accepting any transfer during this time must be avoided. That's my recommendation because of the influence of the Ketu. Individually Mercury might have been good, but it's the Ketu. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra Lagna, so guys, for the Libra Lagna, it's going to be much better now for you, because Rahu Ketu axis is already creating a lot of the confusion, misunderstanding. Sun and Ketu in the 11th house many times makes you very erratic. It is good, but sometimes it makes you very headstrong for things, and that does not go with your personality, because Libra natives are seen as a peacemaker, very calm, they balance things, then take decision. But Sun Ketu in the 11th house for the gains sometimes make people headstrong, impulsive, reckless, opportunistic. So Mercury's entry over here will be a sigh of relief for you. And again guys, because Mercury is your, like, it carries your 9th house energy, so that means yeah, some important decision which you will take which will be very profitable. Now profit and gains could be connected to income or reputation, social circle, prestige, but it is going to be much better for you now. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives, so guys, for the Scorpio Lagna, Mercury is not a good planet for you, and it is going to be entering in your 10th house, being the 8th lord. So some sort of transformation can happen during this time, and some people might be forced to relocate connected to your work, or the travels, transfer energy is going to be there because of the entry of the Mercury in your 10th house. See guys, beyond any doubt, it will make you multitasker. And let's say, for example, if lately you have been experiencing some sudden erratic fluctuation at your work, so things will calm down. But even after that, change, transformation, suddenness will still loom in the matters of your 10th house. The only sigh of relief is that if lately you have not been able to handle pressure well, now because of your quick wit, quick thinking, resourcefulness, you will be able to multitask things very well. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna, so guys, in your case, Mercury being your 10th and the 7th lord is going to be transiting now in your 9th house. So guys, a very good news for you, because Mercury's transit in the Cancer, in the 8th house, is always a matter of concern. So this will create and open the doors of foreign travels, clearance in the visa, immigration related matters, even for the matrimonial proposals. This is going to be a good transit for the Sagittarius Lagna. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna, so guys, for the Capricorn Lagna natives, they have to be very careful guys. Mercury Ketu conjunction in the 8th house makes your mind very erratic and confused, perplexed, and just because, see, you have to understand the logic. 9th house lord is 12th from it. So in a pure astrological language, it is the loss of the fortune. So that means during this time, I would strictly recommend that refrain from experiments, taking chances. This could be in the matters of the relationship, this could be in the matters of the finances as well. Many people say that the 6th lord being in the 8th house, but again, you have to include all the alignments. It is also the 9th lord and it is 12th from there. So because of that, I would not recommend any erratic sudden decision during this time for the Capricorn Lagna. Those people who already have the nerves related issue, skin related problems, that might intensify during this time. So because of that, give good attention to your health, well-being, and yeah, just in any of the joint resources related matters, just be very mindful. That's all what I can say. Slightly beneficial time for people who manage other people's money, or who are working as an accountant, banker, or in the research field, slightly beneficial time. But in majority of the cases, if your running dasha is not very supportive, don't experiment with your luck. Now guys, when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys, for the Aquarius Lagna, it's a very good news, because whatsoever confusion, illusion this would have created, many like Aquarius Lagna have been telling me in all the weekly horoscope videos, you always say bad things, cautionary things, never good things. So now it's going to be a sigh of relief. Whatsoever confusion, misunderstanding, this could be in your personal life, in your thought process, or even in the matrimonial life, this will be a time of clarity, because Mercury will smooth things down in the matters of the relationship. So this transit of Mercury can open the doors of some good commercial opportunities. And if, let's say for example, lately you have been into clashes with your business partners, with your spouse and all, there's going to be much clarity now. And lastly guys, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, for the Pisces Lagna, Mercury is going to be transiting in your like 6th house. So guys, the 4th and the 7th lord is there in the 6th house. So this might create some sort of misunderstanding with the spouse, and this could be some sort of expenses or health expenses which might have to be incurred just in order to take care of any family member. This could be spouse, this could be your mother, so slight possibility of that as well. So be very mindful around the health related concern. This could be of the mother, this could be of the spouse. Along with that guys, those people who are in any of the like forensic research, or like even in the judiciary court case, like where you have to solve any crime, any mysteries, so for those people it could be slightly beneficial time. But like the way I mentioned, especially people who are in business, in the commercial matters and all, you have to be very careful. Even in any of the loan related matters, we generally say that you might get the loan more than your capacity, but later on you might find it difficult to pay back. So in all these areas you have to be cautious, you have to be careful. And like the way I mentioned, people who are working as an accountant or any problem solving profile, it's going to be very beneficial time for those people. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.